Hello and welcome to Model Kit Stuff and welcome to the first in a series of short videos that's going to focus on modelling tools. These videos are really aimed at people new to the hobby, returning to the hobby, but there might be one or two tools in here that even people who've been building models for a little while might not have. And it will just help give people an understanding of whether these tools are a nice to have, a need to have, or an essential tool. So what we'll do a very short video which focuses on one individual tool at a time, what it's used for, and how often it gets used. I have some tools that I bought expecting to use all the time and hardly ever touch, and other tools that I bought thinking they might be nice to have that I use all the time. So these videos will be very, very short, almost like a quick tip, but we'll focus on the tool. So if you've not got the tool, you can get a view, a bit like the first impressions videos on the model kits, on whether it's something you feel you need for your hobby. Most of the tools we'll look at will be for plastic modelling, but we will also do some wood model kit tools as well. We'll start doing those once we get the HMS Fly build underway. Anyway, here we go. This is part one, and in part one we're going to look at this little tool. Okay, so these tools are appearing more and more at the moment, and you can get them on places like eBay. This particular one is made by a company called U-Star in Korea, and they actually describe this tool as a model-specific opening tool. But what effectively it is a reamer. So what you've got is an aluminium handle and an aluminium top, which when you remove it presents you with a reamer. It says 16mm here, and if we put it on our mat, we can see it's about 1.5 centimeters wide. I've not measured it. So the idea behind me buying this was for opening up holes, which of course is what a reamer does, and what I've found is I use it a lot. So let's take an example. This is my Warspite deck, and on ship models quite often you get little holes where gun emplacements and various other things have to locate into. And before I had this, what I'd used to do is if I needed to open up the hole, I'd have to rifle through my drill bits and select a drill bit that was the right size to open it up a slight bit, put that drill bit in, into my drill holder, drill it out, then put it all away. And then later in the build, I'd have to do that again with a different size hole, and then again with a different size hole. And so it's something you're constantly doing. What this does is it gives me one tool that will do that with any size hole at any point. So it's really, really handy, because all I need to do is pop it in the hole, give it a couple of twists, and I've got something that's wider than it was before. And even on a bigger hole, if I show you, I can just do that and it's not a problem. Please ignore that noise, that's my partner's greenhouse falling over. It's really, really handy, and what I've found is that I'm using it quite a bit. I've even used it for where you've got a cylindrical part that's made up of of two halves, and it goes over like a location lug. I've even gone into thin out the inside to put it on. So I haven't had this long, and I've found that it's constantly on my desk. So a reamer is a really good tool, even if you don't get this type, which has been aimed at modelers, and you might see one or two people starting to use on YouTube videos because they seem to be being marketed quite heavily at the moment. But even if you get a more traditional reamer, they're really handy. But yeah, this is a really nice tool. It's all made of aluminium, so it's very, very light. It's lighter than my ordinary drill bit solution. It's got a good handle, so you get some good grip. The handle's nice and lumpy, so you've got a good purchase on it. And yeah, I find it's now on my desk all the time. So yeah, they're not expensive. They're not a nice to have. I would class this as one of your essential tools. So there you go, a reamer. Thanks for looking in, everybody. Take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you all soon.